Welcome to the Glitch Mob podcast, where real life stories, insights, and conversations come to life. Join your host, Monaca Vanderpool, a single mom, entrepreneur, and a believer in the power of resilience and transformation. At Glitch Mob, we tear off the veil of perfection to share the raw, the real, and the truly life-changing stories. Whether you're a single parent, a budding entrepreneur, or someone who's simply seeking inspiration amidst life's chaos, you found your tribe. We'll chat with incredible guests, share actionable insights, and, most importantly, we'll do it together as a community that uplifts and empowers. It's time to embrace the glitch and find the beauty in the breakdowns.
So welcome to the Glitch Mob podcast. I am Monaca Vanderpool, and I will be your host through this entire journey. And today I wanted to start our journey with sharing with you a little bit about my story and how I got here and why I started Glitch and Glitch Mob. I am 46 years old and going through a divorce from a narcissistic relationship that started about 13 years ago. And completely blindsided, my husband asked me for a separation the day after we closed on the sale of our home. We were selling our house, a house that we had built together. A house that we had built from a multi-million-dollar company that we had built together. And he called me one afternoon, it was on a Friday, and told me that he wanted a separation, that he wasn't happy. So I was in shock at first, obviously. I didn't believe him at first. Things were going good, work was great. We were selling our house. The plan was to sell this home and we were going to build a new home together. And we had picked out house plans that we both liked. And that was our plan. We had built this, action-packed, fast-paced life together. And we were both 100% on board. We had family vacations planned. Like I said, we were going to build a new house. Work was going great. We had actually started another company. We had two companies that we were running together. And, in my mind, life was good. So obviously on September 22nd, when that phone call came through, it was a shock to me. And I went into robot mode now that I look back on it, I went into robot mode because, I had to show up to work every morning with that look on my face and with that, giving our employees that comfort in knowing that everything's going to be okay, that we had everything together. So I had to show up to work every morning. We wanted to give our employees that comfort in knowing that, listen, everything's going to be okay. Nothing's going to change. Your jobs are secure. So I had to put on that happy face for them. My kid, obviously we broke the news to the kids. We had to give them the security of knowing that everything was going to go okay. Selling our home, I was like, okay, now what I'm going to do? I need a home for me and the kids. So I had to find a new home. And, like I said, I went into robot mode. It was, wake up in the morning, get the kids to school, show up to work, pay the bills, separate the bills, sell this house, do all the paperwork for the new house, pack the house up, separate all the assets, separate the furniture. It was right before Thanksgiving. Plan Thanksgiving dinner. Are we eating together? Are we not eating together? Christmas is right around the corner. Buy the Christmas gifts, pack the Christmas, or wrap the Christmas gifts. Get the kids off the bus, make sure they've got their homework, make sure they've got dinner, do the laundry. It was just like robot mode for Monaca. And, what was supposed to be a 2-week close turned into a 2-month close for us, which was really hard with us being under the same roof. And, again, I was just and just going through the motions every single day, just going through the motions. And it's still like nothing, it never made sense to me. Nothing made sense to me because we were so happy. And then all of a sudden, overnight, it was, he's not happy anymore. So, which now, obviously, I know why, and I'm sure they're watching this. So, hey, boo. So, my aha moment came when the kids and I moved into our new home. And it was a huge weight lifted off my shoulders. There was no screaming, there was no fighting, there was no walking on eggshells, there was no lying, there was no cheating, it was just, we could just, there was love and there was laughter and we could just be ourselves. And I had not had that in so many years, and I didn't even realize that I didn't have it until I got out of it. And that's what our new home is like. It's love, it's laughter, it's no yelling, there's no screaming. And it's a huge relief. And it gave me my aha moment that I needed. And, I encourage everyone listening to this to look at the happiness in your home. Is there happiness in your home? And, put in the comments and let's engage and let's talk about it. What is your home like? Are you walking on eggshells? Are you able to be yourself? Your home should be your sanctuary, a place where you can, let go and be yourself and be allowed to be who you are. And, I didn't get that until I came here to my new home. So for 13 years, and I'm not going to say it was the whole 13 years, it wasn't. And also know that my intentions with this is not to hurt anybody. But I want to share my story, and that's what this is. This is Monica's story. But through the past, I would say 8 or 9 years, that was when the forgiveness had to start. And I told myself, Monica, you have to forgive and you have to forget. You made these vows before God that you would love this man for better, for worse. You're supposed to stand by your man. You're supposed to support him. You're supposed to be his biggest fan, which I was. And, he'll tell you to this day that I was always his biggest fan. Whenever there was an idea that came up, as long as I had a piece about it, I supported him 200%. And was always his biggest fan and his biggest supporter. And, I kept telling myself, you're supposed to forgive and you're supposed to forget. You're supposed to submit to your husband. I didn't want a third divorce. And, these were the things that would go through my head. And I went day after day after day, and I stayed in this toxic relationship thinking that that's what I was supposed to do, but God told us to submit to our husbands, but he didn't say to submit to your husbands if your husband doesn't submit to God. And that wasn't our case. And, mistakes should be forgiven, yes. And a mistake, when it's repeated, is not a mistake anymore. It's a decision and it's a choice. And I denied that for so many years. And now that I am out of it and I look back at it, I was like, I probably should have left a long time ago. But I know that God brought me through this experience so that I can share it with you and so that I can help somebody else. So I created this glitch in my mind. So this is where glitch came from, is that it was like these blinders and this glitch in my head that I didn't realize I was creating, and I created it myself. And what do we do with glitches? We fix them. We're supposed to fix glitches. So now I am in a space and a time in my life where I want to fix that mindset that I had, and to know that, I'm enough and I'm worthy, and I don't have to put up with certain things. I don't have to keep forgiving mistakes that are repeated and repeated and repeated. And I deserve way more than that. I deserve so much more than that. And that brought me here. And I started Glitch Mob, and I want this to be a space where we can grow and learn together. And I'm very excited about this new journey that I'm on. Please comment, engage, let's get some conversations started. I'm ready to show you that there's beauty in the breakdown and the success in the surrendering of everything that you're holding on to that no longer serves you or the life that you deserve to lead. And I'm ready to share my story because I know that so many of you are going through it or have gone through it. And I'm done covering things up. And I want you all to come on this journey with me to share this space together and to be that glitch mob and to take this journey of self-love and self-care together. And I'm very excited for the lineup that we've got planned. We're going to hear from some beauty professionals. We've got experts in the fields of relationships, especially focusing on narcissism. We have women here to share their own stories, much more. So I would love for you to connect with me on social media at GlitchMom15 or subscribe to my YouTube and comment, engage, and share and become a part of the Glitch Mob. And let's rewrite a story that we love.